Hi everybody. I apologize that it's been so long since I've updated. It's been almost, I want to say like 3.5 months. It's been crazy. I'm sorry. I apologize. I guess I'm not YouTube savvy. Like I don't get on here a lot and check things, and I don't get updates or alerts or anything for this. So I just wasn't aware. I'm really like social media, like I'm good with social media, like I'm on it all the time, like don't get me wrong. Instagram is like my thing, but I just didn't realize how many people were contacting me and asking me questions and wanting to know exactly, you know, more information and what's going on with me and if I'm still pregnant. So yes, we are still pregnant. I am 20 weeks and 1 day today. So I just want to kind of recap about like pretty much what's been going on from our last video, which was 3.5 months ago. I was 6 weeks pregnant from now. So I don't want to make this long. I just kind of want to make it, you know, brief and let y'all know, and then get back into things and kind of, I guess, make this a pregnancy vlog of some sort. Yeah. So let's get started. So we had our second appointment after our first ultrasound. So our second appointment was almost 9 weeks pregnant, and we went in for an ultrasound. Everything looked great. The baby was measuring perfectly. Everything was fine. And then after that appointment, you know, you go in, talk to the doctor, talk to Tina, and everything like that, and they pretty much let me know, you know, okay, this is going to be your last appointment besides us doing a blood draw, checking your progesterone levels, and then releasing you. And I was just like, what? Like, you mean like we're done? Like we're really done? And she was like, yeah, like you're done. You know, week 10 you can stop your progesterone and oil shots, and you can go ahead and quit your patches tomorrow. And I was like freaking out. I was like, no. Like, it was just happening so fast. I knew that it was happening, and I knew this day would come. And it's kind of like a bittersweet feeling. It's like you're so happy that it's ending, but you're so sad that it's ending too, because this was such a good support system and such a good, I mean, without these people, I wouldn't be pregnant right now. I wouldn't have this child inside my stomach. I wouldn't have this. So I just felt like I needed them to, like, throughout my whole pregnancy, pretty much. So she kind of knew I had reservations about that, and she told me, okay, how about we wean you off of them instead of just cold turkey quit? And I was like, you know what, that sounds more up my alley. So she said, week 10 I want you to stop and do every other day until week 12, and then you'll come back week 12 and we'll do your progesterone levels, and we'll make sure that they're at a certain, you know, certain rate, and then you can quit. And I was like, I feel better about that. So we did that, and I want to say like a month prior to that, no, not even a month, it was like 3 weeks, I was hurting really bad. The shots were really getting to me. They were just killer. I mean, y'all know, they were terrible. I was doing everything you were supposed to do. I mean, I was massaging them before. Icing didn't work well with me, because when I iced the injection site before, it would freeze up almost when Jeremy was injecting it into me. It would be so slow, and I could feel it. It would just slip on in there like so slow and like globby. But when we warmed up the site a little bit, not hot, but just warmed it up a little bit, and put the shot underneath my armpit or inside my bra or something like that for about 10 minutes and inject it, go in like butter. I mean, it was like melted butter, like zoom, and it felt great. It felt fine. It didn't sting, it didn't do anything. So warmth was kind of my thing with these shots. And then afterwards, poor Jeremy, he was like a masseuse. He'd massage my hips over and over and over again, just all like for at least like 30 minutes. And then I'd put the heating pad on it for about 5 minutes, and then I'd be good. So as long as I did that, I was fine. But if I missed a step, I'd be hurting for 2 days. So I was just hurting really bad. So I asked Tina, you know, what can I do? Like, this is killer. Like, I don't know how long I can do this for. And she was like, well, we can switch you to the inserts for a little bit. And I was like, yes. So I did the inserts. I would recommend the inserts. I really would. If you're scared of needles, if you have, you know, just reservations about doing the shots, or maybe you can't do the shots. Maybe you have to do them yourself and they're just difficult for you. I would do the inserts. They're messier, they're more frequent, but wear a panty liner and get through the day. So I did those, and then the last week I ran out of them, and I was debating on like ordering more or using the leftover shot I had. So I was like, oh damn it, like no more shots. I thought I was done. And you know, Jeremy was like, we can order, you know, the more inserts. And I was like, I don't want to order more medication, spend more money that we're adding on to what we've already spent with this. I mean, this has been insane, like insane amount of money spent. So I was like, you know what, I'll tough it up and we'll do the shots. So finished off with the shots. My last shot was week 12. It was awesome. I was like, wanted to throw a party. It's like, done with shots, yeah! It was amazing. I hated that. Like, during the whole IVF journey, I would say the worst part of it all was the progesterone and oil shots. Hands down. It wasn't the shot itself that hurt me. That's fine. I didn't care about that. That was fine. It was the aftermath of what you feel and how you're so sore. It just feels like someone beats you with a bat every day. Like, you're just getting beat down, and you have no time to recover because next day it's coming again. Next day it's coming again. So it's just like, I'm sure that like my muscles are, hold on guys, sorry, had to exit out of the message. My muscles are probably like damaged of some sort. I want to look into the long-term effect of that, but I feel fine, so I don't think that I have, you know, hopefully I'm not going to have long-term effect from any of the shots. What else has happened? So I weaned off. I, you know, left Nashville Fertility Center, and then still kind of kept in contact with Tina, you know, ask her, you know, little beginner pregnancy questions like, can I have deli meat? And can I have coffee? And things like that. And she, you know, straight up was like, you know, use your discretion, gave me a list of things not to do, a list of things to do. So I pretty much was just like a frozen stick for like 6 weeks. Like, I was just like, don't move. Like, this baby, I felt like the baby was gonna fall out, or like it wasn't sticking all the way, or I don't know how to explain it. I just felt so like precious. Like, one of my best friends, she says that I'm oh, what did she say? A sacred vessel. And that's kind of how I felt. Like, I just felt like I was just like this sacred vessel, and like I needed to be protected and like stayed in like a right temperature and like fed right and only drank water and things like that. So I was very particular the first few weeks. I did have a lot of symptoms. So I would say the first couple symptoms were chest area. Like, you know, I swear I remember the first day I felt something. It was like electrocution in my nipples. I remember telling y'all about that. I was like, it was like, zzz. It was just weird. It was just this weird feeling, which then progressed into just soreness. And I already have, I guess you'd say, like large breasts. Like, I don't know. No, I guess they are big. I wear a 34D. So right now I'm having to go up to a double D, and I'm like, no, like there's no cute bras in a double D, y'all. Like, none at all. Like, I barely have a good time like finding a bra in a D. But anyways, not gonna complain. God bless me with some breasts. I'm happy. Thank you. Amen. So sore breast. I was kind of moody, but I was happy. Like, I was happy to be pregnant, but I was just kind of, I was pregnant. Like, you're just kind of have this fog of all you're thinking about is this baby. So you're not thinking about anything else and things like that. So, nausea, That was one. That was the biggest one. I would say I was very, very nauseous. I wasn't throwing up at the time until about week, I want to say like week 12. I started to actually like barf a lot. I mean, I was throwing up like 3 times a day, then it went up to 4, things like that. So in that meantime, I was trying to find an OB. So I finally found an OB in Murfreesboro at MMC, Dr. Kelly Williams, and I love him. He's kind of goofy, but I feel like I'm kind of goofy too. So like we connected. He talks really fast, and sometimes I do too. So I just get him. Like he just gets me. He has 2 kids from IVF too, so we kind of connected on that. And I don't know if it's because he's got 4 daughters and a wife, or it's because he works with pregnant females every day, all day, but he knows exactly what to say to me. Like whenever I'm having a bad day or anything and I'm in his office, he's like, "You are beautiful. You can do anything you put your mind to. You are amazing." And I don't know, I need that. You know, I feel like everybody needs that. Like, you know what? If someone hasn't told you that you're amazing today, you are fucking fabulous. You are amazing, and you can do anything you put your mind to. You just gotta do it. So I love him. So he was like, "You know, you don't have to be sick if you don't want to be." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "You can take medication and not be sick. You know, like you don't have to throw up 3 times a day." And this was my first appointment with him. And he was like, I think my first appointment was like 13 weeks. And I was like, "Well, what do you mean? You know, what can I do? I'm doing this, and I'm drinking ginger ale, and da-da-da." And he was like, "No, you need medication." And I was so reserved about that. Like, I was like, "Nope, not over here. No medication for me." Like, I am like cold turkey, no coffee, no Tylenol. No, if I got heartburn, burn, baby, burn, because I'm not taking no Tums. Like, nothing. You couldn't get me to nothing. I wouldn't do nothing. No seafood. I mean, nothing. I was like, "This baby is sticking." And he was like, "The baby's already sticking. Like, that baby, you're pregnant. Enjoy it. You need to not," he pretty much slapped the sense out of me. I was like, you need to calm down, lady. Like, you don't need to be throwing up every day. That's not healthy. So that kind of made me think about things in a different way. And he let me know that this medicine was safe. I have the medicine right over here. So it is called Diclegis, and it's really cute. It's got like this pregnant girl, this like pink little pregnant girl in there. And you can take up to 4 a day. It's 10 milligrams. Excuse me, 10 milligrams. And I only take 2. And I have never had to take more. So this thing is a lifesaver. Like, oh, it's over here. I don't know if you can see it. But it's got this cute little pregnant girl on it. And I take it every night with my prenatals. And I just take 2. So I wake up in the morning and I feel fine. So I started taking this. I mean, there was one day I threw up 12 times. 12 times. I couldn't even move, y'all. I think I was wearing this outfit. It's like this little sweatsuit from Victoria's Secret. I've had it for years, and now it's just like now not starting to fit. It's like one of those boyfriend styles where it's like really big, and it's not big anymore. So, oh well, that just means I'll get a new one. A pregnant one. So, yeah, after that day of 12 times throwing up, I think the 12th time was just like that phlegm stuff, like that green, just nothing, because you don't have anything in your stomach. But it was pretty much 11 times. And then dry heave the 12th. I was like, I gotta take these. So I started taking these, and they work instantly. I felt perfectly fine. Side effects from them, sleepy. They have Unisom, which is a sleep aid, and then it has B6. So it's literally Unisom, which is a sleep aid, and B6, which is like an energy boost of something, I don't know. But I think B6 does help with nausea. So you can take B6 by itself, and it helps a little bit. So I have done that. I have B6. And what I would do on like really, really bad days is I would take 2 of those, and then the next day I would take, in the afternoon, I would take like a B6, and I would feel fine. So you get used to it. You start not having to take that midday nap, and you know, you just get used to it, and it connects with your body, and you're like, okay, I'm not tired anymore. Like, this is me. But I do sleep very well. So What else? So we stopped, you know, the shots at 12 weeks. So our whole IVF process was a total of 6 months. From the day of walking into the office and saying, you know, meeting Tina and starting my file and everything like that, was 6 months. So I don't know if that's like a normal time for, like a time for a cycle, but I felt like that was extremely long. Let me know if y'all's cycle has been 6 months, or how long your cycle was, because I'm just kind of curious, because I'm like, geez, that was a long time. What else? Oh, I bought a doppler, like a heartbeat doppler. I have it over here too. It's called the pocket fetal doppler, and it is, I guess the actual like label for it is called the Sonoline C. It looks like this. So I like this one because there's a Sonoline B. It's cheaper. It's like I think like $30 cheaper, or not even quite, maybe like 20 something. But I like this one because it showed the heart wave. So instead of it just showing 124, you know, just the heart rate, it shows the wave too. So I don't know, maybe I'm extra. Like, you don't have to have this one. The other one works perfectly fine. And it actually has more reviews than this one. But I liked this one because, I don't know, I'm extra. Or so my husband would call me extra. And it also came with the gel. So you can use this, or you can use the aloe lotion, like the green aloe lotion. Or not lotion, it's like the gel. Y'all know what I'm talking about for like sunburns. I love that stuff. It always reminds me of vacation. Vacation. I could so go for a beach right now. So I found the heartbeat I bought it at 8 weeks because I was like so eager. I was like, I'm gonna use this every day, da, da, da. And I found the heartbeat at 10 weeks. So I used it before then, but I couldn't find anything. I mean, there was nothing. You could hear like, just like all this like mumbling jumbling in there, but you didn't hear heartbeat until about 10 weeks. And as soon as I found it, I knew what it was. It's our little thumper. And then I used it, I want to say I used it up until about 16 weeks. And I didn't use it every day. I just used it every other 3 days maybe, like once a week maybe. But I loved this thing. It just gave you an extra reassurance of like everything was fine. And this is Callie, by the way. I know y'all seen her in other videos. They are everywhere. But I don't use it now because I can feel the baby and I love it. So I don't know, but this is a must if you know you're first pregnant, or just don't work yourself up about it. If you can't hear the heartbeat, don't sit there and stress, and don't cry, don't do nothing like that. Like, don't be like crazy. Just know, give it a break, come back in 30 minutes, or do it on an empty stomach. Or I would do it every morning or every night, like not every morning and every night, but at night or in the morning. And that's when I could actually find it the most. They say, there's a lot of mixed reviews about these things. They say that they're not healthy for the baby and they're not healthy for you. And the only thing that I could find that wasn't healthy is stressing about it, which I don't think stress can really hurt your baby. Maybe like trauma, but I don't think like you being just stressed out about this one thing is going to cause something terrible to happen. And that's what my doctor says as well. He says, you know, there's no scientific facts that show that the Doppler is bad for your baby. It shows that it's unhealthy for stress-related people that can't find the heartbeat and stress about it for weeks and months and just like absurd things. If you're feeling like that, I would not buy one of these, and I would call your doctor, because you don't need to feel like that. I mean, it's already stressful in itself. Like, you don't need extra stress. Also, I bought a pregnancy pillow. don't know why I bought one so early, but like I said, I'm eager, and I was like, I want everything that any pregnant girl ever has, and da-da-da-da, and like I wanted a bump ASAP, like I wanted everything ASAP. You know, I mean, y'all know, we're waiting for this forever, and then it comes and you're like, I need everything. So I bought the one, I forgot exactly what it's called, but it's like the whole body one, like it literally goes like this. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's the worst one. Like I would not get it to save my life again. The only reason why I don't like it is because it's forced to use it as a pillow. So like if you put it on the bed and you're in it, you have to use that as your pillow. You could put your pillow on top of that, but then you're like, it's just not gonna work. So I don't really like it. And if you flip it the other way, it doesn't go with your body shape. So I think I'm gonna get me a Snoodle, because I've been using, Snoodle is just like the C one. Like you can literally just like throw it everywhere. And I've been reading reviews about it, and I've talked to a few girls that do have it and they love it. So I messed up at buying that one because again, I'm extra. And for some reason, I don't know why, I need to shake this, I really do. But for some reason, I feel like if it costs more, then it's going to work better. And that's not the case. That is not the case. It's never been the case. The only case that I can find that in is makeup. And like, that's it. So I can't return it because I don't have the receipt, and I freaking lost the box and stuff. What else? We know the gender. We know the gender. Okay, so I don't know if I've already said it. I probably did. I probably messed up and told y'all. But we went to a third-party ultrasound tech, just because my doctor wasn't doing it for another like 2 weeks when we wanted to find out, and I was like, no, I have to know now. So we went to this place called Stork Vision in Brentwood, just because it was closer to my husband's work, or we would have went to Oh Baby, where like hundreds of people go to, and it's like whatever, it's like Facebook popular, and like everybody swears by it. But this place was awesome too. I loved the tech there. She was so cute and so sweet. So I hope y'all enjoy this video, because pretty much we documented the reveal and kind of how we found out and everything like that. So hope y'all enjoy.